Well, greetings from the sales floor of Ellingson Motor Cars here in Rogers, Minnesota, northern suburb of Minneapolis, Minnesota. Today we're going to talk about our latest acquisition and addition to our inventory, a 1976 Pontiac Trans Am. Oh my goodness, you're going to want to watch this video from start to finish because we're going to do a cold start, we're going to do a walk around, give you all the details of this really nice car. You can also click on the link in the description and that'll take you right to our website where you'll have access to the pricing and information on this car, plus all the additional cars we currently have, which is over 100 in our inventory base right now. So remember our website being www.ellingsonmotorcars.com. Well, let's get to the crux of the issue right here. 1976 was a good year again for the famous Trans Am, which started in 1969. I mean, it was Pontiac's answer to the Camaros and the Mustangs or whatever, and they were very distinctive. I tell you what, that was a car that was right when I was just graduating from high school, whatever. The Trans Ams were really the cat's meow. That's what everybody wanted. And this particular one is no exception to that rule, taken care of by a very fussy owner for many years, and it's exceptionally nice. Take a look at this color. I mean, Carousel Red is absolutely a beautiful color on this car, and I'll tell you what, it stands out in a crowd. The 1976 was the last year for the 455 in the Trans Am. Now you're talking about some big cubic inches. I remember being in Europe one time and they said 455. Oh my gosh, they couldn't believe it was that big of a car. And it was in 1976 due to all the pollution requirements, whatnot. You know, it was tamed down, but yet I'll tell you what, 455 had more than enough power. This car, of course, also comes with a manual 4-speed and options. Remember, in these eras, in this time, you always had to sign up for all the extra bells and whistles that you wanted. This particular car, of course, came with power steering. Power steering for us old guys like me, or for that matter, even young guys. Power steering is just really nice on these cars for drivability, parking purposes, just all the way around. We're so used to cars without power steering, or with power steering, that one without it becomes a little more of a challenge. The other thing with this car, you've got performance. You want to be able to stop this car. Power brakes is another. Front power disc brakes, another really nice option that was available on these particular cars. You know, the options are what people really are looking for when it comes to buying these old collector cars. And this one is really loaded. Don't you just love the shaker hood? I mean, that is one of those other options. And look at the screaming chicken. Oh my goodness, that was something that came out in about 1973 and ran for a few years. It really sets this car apart. Yes, it's disc brakes in the front and whatnot. It's just really gives you that stopping power as well. Of course, it's got the Honeycomb wheels with the radial tires with the raised leather. Really is one of those things that always sets these cars off. Let's just take a look at the inside on this car as well a little bit. I mean, this is really a sporty model. You get into this car, you know it means performance. Again, 4-speed manual transmission. Again, those extra options are nice to have, that power steering and the power brakes, because us old guys, sometimes my leg gets a little tired if I have to do the 4-speed, but boy, nothing beats that, I tell you what, for performance and having fun. These things were really neat. The dash always had the turned aluminum dash with the extra gauges, whatnot, the formula steering wheel, the center console, the black high bucket seats, black carpet, just really a nice car inside. Padded dash, of course, and it's even got dual outside sport mirrors, of course, color match to the body as well. You know, in 1976, everything would come with shoulder harnesses and seat belts. Just another thing. Nice thing about these cars, they also have spoilers front and back. Really gives this car a performance look, if you know what I mean. I mean, just look at the way it looks with the vents on the side of the front fenders. Just one of those performance cars from the era that everybody is kind of looking for, if you know what I mean. It does have a trunk. I mean, it's a legitimate trunk. You could probably get a set of golf clubs in there. You know, some of these old cars don't have a lot of room, but hey, I think I would make room for my golf clubs. Take this to the local club. She would be really, really nice. Now, you can find all of our stuff on Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram as well. Give us a like, leave us a comment, or subscribe. We appreciate that very much, and you will have access to all our current inventory, and as kind of an added bonus, you'll be able to look at some of the cars that we've also sold over the years as well. Now, when you have a car of this sort, I always tell people it's really a good idea to join that club. If you're a Pontiac guy, join the Pontiac club. At the Trans Am, there's another group of people that collect those. They're just really good to get into those organizations because old car people are very much your comrades in arms, if you want to know. That's what they are. And when you get something like this with a quality build, the high quality that it was done to, it really, really is one of those cars that you really want to show off, if you know what I mean. The other thing I always say, and people say, you know, Scott, I love your videos. It's really good. The cold start's nice to hear it run, get to hear the sound and all that kind of stuff. But I got to come and look at it in person. It's just one of those things, and I get it. I understand. We are more than happy to have you come to Ellingson Motor Cars. We are open to the public Monday through Friday from 10 until 5, and even Saturdays 10 to 4 as well. Just want to make sure you can, you know, touch it, feel it, see it, make sure. And you know, another thing that I've always said, make sure you fit in the car. I mean, that's one of those things we don't think about, but you know what? This car is not going to give you much of a problem for that. It's got plenty of room for guys even my size, so it would be really good. So if you have questions about the car, by all means give us a phone call, 763-428-7337, and we will do our utmost best to answer any questions on this car or any of our other cars that currently are in inventory. Now, there's questions if you say, well, I live in California, how would I get this car there? Well, no problem. We can also find you some people that we utilize over the years that will help ship cars any place in the United States, and for that matter, people overseas as well. So don't let that stop you from getting your dream car to be sitting in your garage. Financing, another option, something we can do. We're kind of that all-service shop. We can help you with some of the sources we have for that as well. Because, you know, sometimes your local banker, they don't quite understand what a 76 Trans Am is, but someone in the collector car financing world actually knows very well what we're talking about. Well, I'll tell you what, if you want one of those cars that, be it your first one or your 100th car to add to your collection, we have a really high-end, nice quality car sitting right here, 455, original numbers matching block even. I mean, it is performance orientated to the nth degree. And of course, the 4-speed makes the difference for many of us out there. Well, thank you again for watching our videos today. We appreciate it very much and hope to see you next time at EllingsonMotorCars.com.